pleased with the team performance. You can see contributions from a lot of different guys with assists and goals. Winning on the road is a difficult thing. Winning against Philadelphia in their building is even more difficult. So a lot of positives to pull from the game, and to move on. Enjoy this and then move on to the next game.
Thanks so much, Coach. We'll go ahead and open it up to questions on Zoom. As a reminder, please use the hand raise function if you have one. We'll go ahead and start with Valer.
Hey, BJ, I just wanted to ask from your perspective, there were two pretty big controversial calls and the ref had to go to VAR and figure out what's going on. What did you see from that, and were you given any explanations on either of them?
Honestly, Blair, I haven't had a chance to look at them. And our angles that we have on the bench are from a far distance. So anything that comes down to details, we'll let sort of the review process happen. So I don't really have anything to add to that, except that it added 11 minutes of extra time and made things even more difficult. But at the end, proud that the group was able to hang strong and get the win.
We'll go to Jacob James.
Yeah. BJ, did you guys do any specific work on penalties this week other than what you might normally do before match, after missing two on Saturday?
No. I mean, I think what I said earlier in the week holds true, that we have the utmost confidence in our guys to step up and take penalties. One penalty miss in the beginning of the season doesn't define anybody. You saw Hani, who was fouled hard in the box, respond, and that's the type of mentality we want from the entire team. It's a resilient group that wants to be on the ball and wants the ball in big moments. And proud of Hani of the way that he responded to that. Proud of the group and the way that they responded to everything today.
Ben Wright.
Yeah, BJ, it felt like, again, you guys were able to really create a lot of chances from open play. I think we've seen kind of more and more of that in each game so far this season. But I'm curious, especially in the first half, you guys were going long a lot and really kind of getting in behind their back line with some diagonals. Was that an intentional thing based on something you saw from how Philly set up? And I'm also curious how much the wind kind of played into that in the first half.
So I would say the first part is that the wind played a major factor in the game for both teams between the two halves. So obviously, I think, of course, when you have it with you and you think that there's space behind, you can play behind. I think also, Philadelphia is a really organized defensive team that has a very clear identity on how they want to press you. And so for us, I thought it was an opportunity to at least early in the game try to get behind them, and then just so it happened that we had the win. And so we sort of doubled down on that a little bit, and we're able to fortunately create some chances, but it comes from the guys really being committed to it, and a lot of I would say a lot of hard running by the guys up front.
We'll go to Claudio, and again, as a reminder, if you have a question on the Zoom, please use the hand raise function.
BJ, as difficult as it is to talk individually about a team effort like today, I would like you to, if you could, to refer to Sam Surridge's game tonight.
Hey, Claudio, can you repeat that?
As difficult as it is to talk about an individual tonight after a good team effort, what can you tell us about Sam Surridge's game tonight?
Yeah, I think what we're seeing from Sam and what we're seeing from the whole group is that everything that we're going to do is about the collective. So if we have to defend from the front, then it starts with Sam and Hani right now. And if we have to defend from the back, it's from the back line. But everyone's going to attack and everyone's going to defend. And all I think we saw out of Sam individually was someone who's completely bought into what we're doing and playing his role in sort of the game, the team game that we're trying to play.
We'll go back to Valer and then Jacob.
Yeah, BJ, obviously you have good history with Philadelphia, and that's kind of where you started your coaching career in the professional ranks. So does this feel any special? Do you have any text you want to send out to people after this?
I mean, might be, for me, there's a lot more firsts here. The Nashville hasn't won in Philadelphia. So for me, that's a great sort of step for us as a club. And of course, this is a club that gave me my opportunity. But at the same time, we're here to compete, we're here to win, and I'm here to represent Nashville. And I thought collectively today was a good representation of the team and the club that we are and the team and the club that we're trying to become.
Go ahead, Jacob.
And Jacob Schaffelberg made his season debut as a sub tonight. I guess, what did you see from him in his short action? Where do you feel he is in terms of being close to being full strength?
Yeah, I mean, Jacob's still on limited minutes, so that's why he comes in sort of a reserve capacity, it being his first game back from a long injury. I think the strengths that Jacobs brings is his ability to run behind, and you saw that tonight with creating some chances. And then we're going to continue to work on his, on the defending side, which he's committed to. And I think again, all of the guys that came off the bench tonight, when you look at Teal, Gaston, Josh, and Jacob, they come in and they know their role and that role and what they need to do to close the game out. And again, it's a 20-man effort to win here in Philadelphia.
Nick Frazier.
BJ, obviously it wasn't a clean sheet, but Joe Willis at the end of the game had a pretty good double penalty kick save there. Just talk about his performance today and just going forward.
I thought Joe commanded the box really well tonight. I think the highlight is the double save, but the amount of times he took the ball out of the air was really good. And then he had the big save where he stuck his left foot out and blocked, on a sharp angle, which is another huge save. So, a really good performance by Joe, and giving us that comfort in the back.
Congratulations, BJ. First of all, what do you think you either figured out on film or executed right that Pat Noonan and Oscar Perea and the other Porter before you this season couldn't figure out to beat this Philly team because you gave their first loss of the year?
Yeah, I think Philadelphia is a team that's got a really clear identity. They press you really well. They're hard to play against, and they attack with speed. So for us, it's just about playing our game, trying to get our guys into the best positions. And tonight, I thought you saw a committed group that was able to, split some space behind and finish our chances. And that's really the game, right? I think, there's always chances for both teams in these games. And I think, our guys took them quite well.
Talk a little about being back here, but I saw you chatting with Bradley Parnell on the sideline. Coincidentally, right after they had the little pregame ceremony for Andre Blake for his 300th appearance with the club, I saw Bradley point to the field as if perhaps he should have been out there too. What was it like watching that?
The ovation that Andre got from the fans tonight speaks volumes more than I can. I was here when Andre was here. We've developed a great relationship. It's really 300 games is hard to do. And as I told some guys on the bench, he didn't get a lot of playing time in the first year or two when he was here. So to get 300, even in a couple, in that, it's just a truly remarkable, I would say, achievement for a guy who's been here his whole career. And I think it's great to see Andre there. I think it's great to see his family there. It's a guy who's really embraced Philadelphia. And I think, having spent many, many years in Philadelphia, I think we can confidently say that he's someone who embodies what it means to be from Philadelphia. It was great to see him get the recognition.
All right, thanks everybody. We'll be right back with Sam Search.
There's one more guy.
Okay, gotcha.
BJ, where do you place this week coming back here? I take it this isn't about you coming back here and all that, but where do you kind of place it this week in preparation? Is it something you kind of address and then put aside? How do you deal with that?
No, listen, our whole focus as a team is coming in here to play the first place team, a team that's got 9 goals for, in a stadium that we've never won. And honestly, that was our focus. And it doesn't mean that I still appreciate everything that's happened with this club. This is the club that gave me my chance. Jim Curtin gave me my chance. So let's say the only reason I'm on that sideline is because of the opportunities here, but we're professionals. So we came here to try and get 3 points, and it's only week 4 in the season. It's a long grind. So